Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, children of all ages across all nations, races, denominations, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today, bringing you guys and gals Ushio to Tora episode reviews. Today, episode 14, as I promised. So now I am back in form. I'm up to date with the episodes, and hopefully it's going to stay that way. Now, life happens. Therefore, sometimes I am really late. However, in earnest, I will do my best to make sure that I am up to date with the reviews. That being said, if you haven't seen the episode itself, there'll be a link in the box below on Crunchyroll, but I'm pretty sure you already have. Now, here's the thing. The episode is basically three things, in all honesty. It is finally Tora and Ushio reaching Hokkaido, and now they're going into another location within Hokkaido. I think it's called Awashi something, along those lines. The actual name escapes me, but they're going to another location within the area so they can meet their uncle and get intel on mom and whatnot. Then it is Hakumen no Mono in action, or pseudo action, where Hakumen no Mono itself is still sealed in wherever it is, but Hakumen no Mono releases from one of its tails these little eyeball ear demon thingies called Hyo, and the Hyo actually come together in mass to form other demons, and these demons are now attacking the wielder of the beast spear. So, and I'll get to all that stuff later on. And finally, when it comes to the last part of the episode, it is the introduction of the Kohame sect, 4 chosen individuals to wield the beast spear. And 2 of them are, not all of them, but 2 of them are introduced in this episode. And the other 2, we've seen them in the opening and also in the ending as well. At least one of them in the ending. So, that being said, let me talk about Hakumen no Mono right now. Hakumen no Mono is able to utilize some type of skill or demon thing. I don't know what's going on here exactly. But Hakumen no Mono is able to create these little demon thing called Hyo. And the Hyo are now what they're going to be attacking Ushio on a regular basis. So now that the demons of the mountain, the demons of Japan, have been told by the Tengu leader that, listen, we're not going to attack Ushio anymore, they have to maintain the same flow when it comes to him dealing with demons on a regular basis, I think. Therefore, they're doing it now with the Hyo. So it looks like Hakumen no Mono is going to keep on saying these Hyo after Ushio, because Hakumen no Mono can actually feel the beast spear. And it knows that the beast spear is coming for it. Therefore, it's taking countermeasures against the beast spear and its wielder by sending all these little eyeball ear demons. And we actually saw these Hyo before in a flashback when Tora was fighting against when Tora and all those demons teamed up in Japan to fight against Hakumen no Mono. We see Hyo that Tora is fighting against. So it looks like Hakumen no Mono itself is able to fight against a lot of other individuals and demons because of the Hyo ability, where it can basically make an army of demons on the spot if it so chooses to. So that's the way it appears to be, but we'll find out more as the story unfolds. Now, that was pretty cool, seeing that ability. How I think it was only one tail that did that. I think it was one tail where all these little Hyo start to form from. So it was pretty cool. When it comes to the 4 individuals, or 2 of them in this episode, that are now looking for Ushio, it looks like they're doing so because they're just salty. Alright, they're salty because they've been training to wield the beast spear, and the beast spear said, no, fuck you guys. I mean, granted, they have a chance to, but the beast spear specifically chose Ushio after he grabbed it from Tora, and it is what it is. Well, you can't say that all of them are earnestly mad about it, because when it came to Akiba, he wasn't really intrigued about the beast spear, but more so about Tora himself. It was Shikamori her, alright? Which at first I thought it was like an actual dude, but no. It was a chick, because like the dress kind of, it was really, really long, right? Because, you know, modern day anime, you don't have that anymore. Modern day anime, it's like uber skimpy and like double Fs, but this is old school shit, alright? So she's a tomboy, like full on, and she actually uses these like combs as weapons, where she takes nen. She said nen. Like nen. I was like, nen? What the fuck? Nen? Whoa, okay. Like, we've heard that before, and I was like, well, hold on a second. I thought that these guys use like some type of like Buddha energy, because, or like some type of like chi of some kind. Because when Ushio's father was fighting against those monks, they were using like some type of Buddha thing where like there was like a reddish aura, like a black stripes going across. So like there seems to be different forms of energy manipulation within this one story that are not really, like, they're not flushed out at all, honestly. Because granted, Ushio himself is not that skilled, but they're fascinating. So I want more detail on the whole energy foundation of this story, but moving on. What she does in this episode is very fascinating, because not only is she directly in conflict with Ushio, because Ushio wields the Beast Spear, but then she's able to convince Ushio that he is not worthy of the Beast Spear. Now, this to me was good, because I mentioned before in the last review that there was someone that calls him out on his inability to sense the Beast Spear accurately and appropriately, how situations could have been easily resolved if he'd actually, you know, had more training and whatnot. And it was her. She calls him out. And, you know what, granted, she can't have that connection with the Beast Spear itself, because the Beast Spear denies that bitch. But what she says holds weight, because it's actually true. He has no proper training. Again, he's a middle school kid that just hopped into this, honestly. And when you look at the end of the episode, it kind of confirms what she said at the beginning of the episode. Because here he is on a bus now, and there's all these hyo everywhere, and apparently he couldn't sense the hyo, where you would think that he could, because, you know, Beast Spear wielder, he has now a heightened sense of spiritual or nen or chi energy, whatever is going on in this damn story when it comes to energy. But no, he can't sense it, and the hyo have now taken over. They've now possessed this bus that he's on, and therefore, this goes back to another thing I was saying before. The bus is full of other people. So once again, Ushio finds himself in a position where, because of him and the Beast Spear, people are now at risk of dying. So this is why I believe that, in all honesty, there has to be like some type of training session going on for Ushio, because he has to be at a better state of spiritual nen chi awareness, whatever it is, so he can make sure that the people around him are not at risk and or are at less risk of dying. So it's very important for him to actually, you know, have this, I think. But the way the story's moving along, I think that they're just gonna say screw it and no training. He's gonna learn all this stuff on the fly, or he's going to just, you know, when his hair goes long, he goes in hard, that's it. That may be his entire combat foundation for the entirety of the series. I got that feeling, but I could be wrong. Now, moving along, when it comes to Akiba, he's actually fairly intriguing. And first of all, Ushio has that connection with him because of the whole motorcycle thing. And this actually came up in episode 10 or 11, where I think it was Masaki who had like a magazine for Ushio, who wasn't in class at the time, but it was a bike magazine. So Ushio, it's coming up in, you know, subtle ways where Ushio, he does, you know, love motorcycles. Now, this guy, he doesn't even care about the Beast Spear, or he doesn't care that much about the Beast Spear. He's more interested about Tora. And what him and Tora do helps out both their characters kind of a lot. Even though he was introduced into the story, like just then. The fact that not only did he question Tora, and Tora gave a pretty beastly-ass response, but also, it was the fact that he said, you know what, like, it is what it is. Like when Tora said, you know what, I just chill with Ushio because there's never a dull moment. And he's like, yeah, like I guess you could say it that way. Except that was pretty good on his part because it shows you that when it comes to at least these four, he appears to be well, I can't say the most reasonable because we haven't seen all of them yet, but one of them at least was hinted by the Kwame sect to be very brash, to be like nigh ruthless, and I'm thinking it's the person with the damn sickle, but in the opening. But the whole thing here is that the way he operates as a character, he is, if there's a comparison, I think he would be more of the Kurama type of character. Not necessarily like a really smart uber genius dude, but he's more so the person who brings like stability to a very chaotic situation. Like that's the way I would see him in this role in the story. And so far, I like him a lot. Hino, for now, I'm gonna say I'm not too keen on the character. She needs more spotlight. I mean, yeah, granted, like we see that she plays like the aggressive big sister type of role, but at the same time, she's still like the nemesis because she still does not approve of Ushio having the Beast Spear or Tora being there because, again, Tora is a creepy, strange yokai. But it looks like Akiba has like, you know what? Tora, Beast Spear, it is what it is. Fuck it. And he made, honestly, when it comes to these four, so far, even though she's two of them, I think he's going to be the more quintessential ally to Ushio and Tora. I can, like, Akiba, he gives off that vibe. So, the episode overall, animation as usual, pretty damn good. Can't deny it. It's constant. It's old school, but it's great. The Akiba versus Tora skirmish was great. It was excellent. When it came to the character progression, it's Ushio, it's Noah, it's Akiba, and it's Tora. And Tora confirming what was implied in the previous episodes because he wanted to get rid of the name Nagatobimaru for Tora. And in this episode, you have Akiba always calling Tora a monster. Like, wow, like, what are you planning? What are you scheming? You're evil. I've seen your history. I've seen the folks, like, the thousands that you killed and whatnot. And then Tora shows his quote-unquote monster side where he rips off he ripped off his legs and his arms. He uses his hair to actually fight. He's able to actually beat Akiba in combat. He doesn't kill him. And then he says, I just chose this guy because, you know, it's fun. Fuck it. So it just confirms that he truly does not want to be associated with his past self. He's no longer the monster Nagatobimaru. He is the friend of Ushio, Tora. That's the way it is. And that was very good for his character. And overall story progression, they made a lot of leaps in the story because you have these two who are introduced. They're very important because you can see them being allies when they fight against Hakumen no Mono. And the other two, they're going to come at some point in the future. But for now, these two, Akiba, hell yeah. Hino, again, let's wait on her for a bit. But overall, they're going to be important characters. That's very obvious. So I'm done. So the overall rating for the episode is going to be a great, and I'm done. So King of Lightning, rate the video, comment, and subscribe as always. Have a nice goddamn day.